Um, Honestly, I think that opportunities for women like have already been scarce enough in like the past. So I'm not trying to like ruffle any feathers here, but I do think that in a way they have a slight advantage, especially if it's like anything physical, just because they do have like that DNA of a man.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not really the one in control of like the decisions or anything, but I do think that it's it's a bit. I don't want to say the wrong thing here, but
You gotta be careful. You don't want to hurt people's feelings on the
I don't
internet,
want to get
huh?
canceled or whatever. But
Yeah.
I do think that
I don't think people are getting canceled as bad for this anymore. I,
yeah,
I I I think it went so far one direction. People are starting to push back, and people aren't getting canceled for it anymore. I've said it multiple times on the show now.
yeah.
Nothing's happening.
I
You know.
mean, I guess it's ultimately up to the people that are in charge. So I mean, I think that if your talent is what it is, then it doesn't really matter who you're competing against. It's gonna shine through regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that you should just stay like steadfast in that
Yeah.
and not really worry about the competition, regardless if it is technically like a trans woman or not.
Yeah.
So if you're good enough, you're gonna make it either way.
So if you were a girl and you practiced your entire life, I'm talking like from the age of 4 to the age of 18, 19, training your entire life to go, and whenever you finally make it to the this biggest national competition, you lose to a woman that's actually a man. You don't think that that's like kind of unfair? Like you said, either way they're gonna have to work really hard. You
Yeah.
don't think that like that's super unfair? Like she worked from 4 till she was 19 years old. Like she worked as hard as anybody could ever have. She worked harder than I would say than the guy possibly.
Yeah.
So like I don't think it's fair either. Like it's not fair either way. Like, and I know why you're saying that because it's the PC thing to do, and like that's just how anybody feels, especially
Yeah.
women today,
Yeah.
because y'all don't want to piss off like the social order. Like y'all don't want to like women are very social. Like y'all are very like about wanting to like please the people around you and like not hurt feelings and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Very.
exactly.
That's just like the gynocentric society type of model. But you shouldn't be scared to say it, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
and that's the problem today is there's a lot of like I just shared a video earlier, and it was a woman that was talking about women are like I think 85 to 90% of the people that are supporting like the trans movement are women. Like when you like somebody did a study to like see, and it was mostly women pushing, but then at the same time you're screwing over other women. It's crazy how it's like the women are pushing this in society, but then they're over all the people that need all the things like that want to compete or they want those scholarships and things. They're the ones that are getting screwed over. Other women.
Yeah.
It's if anything, that's as toxic as masculinity can get when a man goes and does that in a woman's sport, or whenever like you're going and like like we always talk about the patriarchy. That is as patriarchal as it gets. A man turning into a woman and then taking y'all's own like that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, when you put it like that, I mean, it's kind of like an eyebrow raiser.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy when you think about it. What about you?
I'm gonna say no. I think that's not fair unless the individual has been on hormone blockers before puberty, which that is a thing.
Yeah.
And so at that point, then we're looking at a different situation. But when it comes to adult men and women or women competing in sports in general, and then a trans woman comes into the picture who transitioned at 20, has already had full testosterone, that is biologically, they are made to have more stamina and be more athletic for a biological reason.
They have more muscle mass.
Exactly. Yeah. They're just like the swimmer.
Yeah, make sure to talk. Yeah, no, yeah. Good job, yeah. What do you think? Are you for the trans, or do you not want them to do that?
I'm gonna have to say no because I don't care about ruffling feathers. I feel like until it's some kind of cure to the muscle mass and to the extra strength and to the DNA, they should not be able to play with women. Yeah. And that's just how I feel.
And I wonder
how we're going to find that. And I come from a family of athletes, so I watched my sister play softball from basically out the womb, and she won a state championship. So I just feel like, yeah.
You would hate to see that taken from her just because somebody decided to say they were something else.
Facts.
It's crazy how easily you can claim it. You can just be like, I'm a today. Sorry, guys.
And it's just like, I'm not biased either because my mama got a wife. So I'm deep in that community. And yeah.
No, shout out to Zuby. He like literally just changed him. He said he was a woman and then went and beat the deadlift record in like England or something like that. What do you think, bro? Like what's your opinion on that with the trans stuff?
Hormone blockers, beta blockers, offensive line blockers, defensive line blockers, blockers. I don't give about none of that. What it is that you're a boy, Damon. You're a boy, and the thing is, I call these men that want to be women. I call them dicks out community. There's no way that these young boys are coming. I saw this. Listen, y'all. Oh, this pissing me off so bad. You touched my soul tonight. The swimming competition was about to start. This tall 6'3" motherfucker walk in, nuts hanging out the side of the swimsuit.
Oh my
he
God.
got the wig looking like goddamn Pennywise. Walking in, talking about, I'm ready to swim. What? And he jumped in the water and he jumps in the and beats everybody by a goddamn mile.
Yeah.
All right, I saw a UFC fighter, female. Just she transitioned. She transition, and she's in there pop, 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 pop. Then bust the girl eye socket after the fight. She's talking about, we did it. No, that's domestic violence. Beat up a whole female. They need these arrested for domestic violence, man. I'm telling you, bro. They walking around here. Listen, if you want to be a woman, be that. But you cannot get into sports and have these girls working their whole lives, like you alluded to. They're working their whole lives to be something, to be great, to get in the Olympics, and then they're lined up by a 6'3", 225 man that still has testosterone, still has muscle mass, and he's running like a goddamn cheetah and passing all the girls. It's not fair. It's in wrestling now, right? In schools, these big ass dudes are just destroying these little girls. And I think if it were my daughter, I think I'd go out there and beat him up. It's simple.
Yeah.
yeah, it would
When you
trigger
say
the
it
fuck
like
out
that,
of me.
yeah.
It would.
Yeah.
Can you imagine your daughter, Daddy? And 5 seconds later, boom, and slammed your daughter on the head. No, he
Yeah.
gotta go.
Yeah, no.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna move some furniture in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's not even close to the same at all. So